Hi, Slimming World Vegan here, Nikki. It's week 22, so it's Thursday the 2nd of October. I didn't do a video last week. I did weigh in, and I stayed on plan, but it was just pretty hectic. We were doing loads of DIY, painting the outside of the house, painting all the new fence and gates, and backwards and forwards to the local hardware store. It was just a bit busy, and there wasn't anything interesting happening to like put on a video. It was I had my swims and I had my dog walks, but there wasn't anything. I didn't go to Losers Club or anything like that. So, but yeah, I had 2 meals out that week. One of them was on the night that Losers Club was on, because it's normally on a Wednesday, and they changed it to a Tuesday because of their Lisa and Rufus's circumstances and everything that was going on in their personal life. So I don't at all blame them. I would, it's the fact that they do nearly every Wednesday like this is just amazing, that you've got somewhere to go to. So I'm really, really chuffed with that. So the 2 meals out weren't too bad. One of them was vegan tapas, and it didn't feel like really unhealthy. Sin wise, it probably was a few sins, but I'm not going to sin a meal out. I never have, so I don't feel too bad. But the other one was fish and chips, and obviously because we don't have the fish, it was just chips. And obviously chip shop chips are quite high and are absolutely delicious, but are quite high in sins. So yeah, but I wasn't gonna not have any when I was out, and everyone else was having some. So yeah, that was delicious. But yeah, so this week I've just avoided eating out altogether, which is grand, and obviously has helped because I've lost £1 this week, even though I'm still a bit stuffed up. The fact that I've lost £1 with having swelling and inflammation, I'm really, really chuffed with that. I'll put a clip of my weigh-in data. I love getting the data on here next. Like, I put a picture of it. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. As you can see, I'm still using my book, still writing my my weights down in my book, and my measurements and everything. And that's my lovely little breakdown data of my weight, of my body content and body fat and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I love having this data. So I did weigh in for last week. So I weighed in a day early. So I weighed in on a Tuesday, hoping that I would go to the live on the Tuesday night, but then we got invited out for a meal. So I weighed in and stayed the same last week. I wasn't too worried about it because I'd been very, very constipated, putting it mildly. So I wasn't overly worried. I knew it was like inevitable that I probably wouldn't lose any weight that week. So I was absolutely fine, and it's still not 100% back. I've been to my doctors, and yeah, it's just, I just had a flare up and then got like really, really, really stuffed up, which was horrible. So yeah, so last week really and truly there wasn't very much happening apart from painting. This week I managed to do a bit more swimming. We've had such a lovely week of weather, really, since Monday or Sunday probably. It's been really, really lovely. So I've been able to get swimming most of the days, and that's been a godsend. I've missed it so much. I missed like having a week off. And I did a lot of swimming on Wednesday, like swam really, really hard. But I was, because we were chatting, and the people I was chatting with were like bobbing in a group in the sea, and I was just swimming round them, like continually swimming in circles around them, just so I could keep moving, so I didn't get too cold, but also the exercise. And the next morning I couldn't hardly walk, so I think I overdid going one way. So my right hip, the inside, the actual hip joint was so painful, And that, like this morning, it's so painful, and I've got a swelling like the size of my fist, like sticking out on my hip. So there's obviously a lot of inflammation there. I just overdid the swimming. I need to go in straight lines rather than circles, I think. My saviour this week has, well, the last few weeks has been the Plant Chef from Tesco's, the Greek yogurt, and the soya Greek yogurt. I've been having that with fruit every day, and yeah, that is my sweet treat, and I've needed that. I have felt like I've needed it, because I felt like I haven't had anything sweet. Like, I've really sort of, like, we've been having a lot of vegetables. I haven't really had a lot of fruit, so it's been really nice to have the yogurt with the frozen fruit. That's been absolutely delicious. So I can recommend it. Obviously my taste buds have been, I haven't had normal yogurt for so long. My taste buds are probably a bit out of whack, but I feel like it tastes like Muller yogurts used to taste. Do you remember the Muller fruit corners? It tastes like that to me. So it's got like a really lovely creamy flavour. I can really recommend that yogurt. I know I've shown it on here on one of my last videos, but yeah, I can totally recommend that. Anyone on the Slimming World going to doing it online, like Kimberly, or going to group like the others on at the Losers Club, and yeah, a lot of people that have sort of watched my videos that go to the group. There's obviously been loads of changes, and they've released that there's going to be loads of changes in January. I'm assuming they've released it because there's been some kind of leak or something, and that's why they thought, oh, we've quickly got to like tell them something's really changing before it gets leaked out. But yeah, they haven't given all the details to everybody, so I think it's a wait and see what happens in 2026. But one of the ones that struck a chord with me was they were talking about adding a healthy fat, and fascinating, because I've been saying for so long, every time I go on to one of the Slimming World plans, is that there's, when you're vegan, then you don't get a lot of fat. So you get, when you're not vegan, you're getting a certain amount of animal fats in your food. You're getting a certain amount of fats through eating the yogurt, certain amount of fats from eating the meat and all of that. So you're getting a certain amount of fat, and it's healthy fat because it's usually quite well unsaturated and all of that. And I know it was one issue that my GP had with me years ago when I was first on Slimming World, and well, not years ago, 2011 might have been, and she would say, well, what kind of things are you eating? Like, it must have been later than that. It must be about 2015, 2016, something like that. And I listed what I was eating, and she was like, well, where's your healthy fats? And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, you need to be having some kind of fat for your body to continue working normally. And I was like, it was something that was never talked about. Like, nutrition wasn't talked about like that in the group. And yeah, she was like, oh, you need to have at least an avocado or something like that, or some olive oil in your food or on your dressings. And I was like, that's just like completely against everything. But because she was so sort of adamant that I needed to have that, it's something I thought, oh, okay, I need to have that. It was something that the Slimming World consultant didn't agree with, because obviously she's going by everything that Slimming World tell them. She's not going by what a GP has said or secondhand knowledge, you know, sort of through my hearsay of what my GP has said. So it's really interesting to see that they're now saying you need to have a healthy fat. Fascinating. And I mean, I've been having avocados. I probably have one a week, maybe one a week. So it's not like huge amounts, a lot like I'm having avocado every day, but I probably have one a week, and I've never sinned it. Like, I've never sinned my avocado, because I just see it as a vegetable, and as long as I'm not having it every single day, then it's not going to do me any harm. So yeah, I've always had an avocado, at least one a week. Always get one with my shopping, and that's it. A lot of people don't really like them. My daughter absolutely hates them. But yeah, I just love them. mashed up on a slice of toast with some sliced tomato and salt and pepper and lime juice. Oh, it's beautiful. I can totally recommend. So yeah, that was quite interesting, the healthy fats. Let's see what else happens and see what else they change or decide on. You never know. It's all up in the air. They said they've issued obviously a statement on their website and everything, but I think nothing's set in stone until 2026 when it actually happens. So if you're doing the Slimming World plan or you're going to groups, I'd say stick with it. Stick with it for now. If you're enjoying it, that is, stick with it. I mean, I left for lots of different reasons. As you can, if you look on my video, you'll see. If I can, I'll put a link to the video of reasons why I left Slimming World. I don't know whether I know how to do it. I will have a go. But yeah, I mean, there was lots of different reasons that I left. So it's quite interesting to see some of the reasons why I left are being changed by Slimming World. Typical. So I would just say, if you're there and you're going there to group and you enjoy your group and you love the social aspect of it and you're supporting other people and people are supporting you, continue going, continue doing it, unless they suddenly hike up the prices to a ridiculous amount. Then yeah, it's worth it. And it's, I mean, for me, doing those 12 weeks was so worth it. I really, it was an amazing kickstart to me losing weight. And obviously I lost weight quite quickly in the first 12 weeks. And then it's like slimmed down and it's like 1 or 2 pounds, which I'm absolutely fine with because I didn't put it on in 6 months. I put this weight on over years. So the fact that it's coming off a bit at a time is not worrying me at all because I'm still living my life. I'm still going out for meals. I'm still having I'm not having a drink, but I'm still drinking my cups of tea that I like. I'm still having the occasional like chocolate bar, vegan chocolate bar, but I'm still having the occasional chocolate bar, maybe 1 a week, if, well, not even that, because I don't like the stuff you buy in the shops. But yeah, it's, I buy mine online and I bought an online pack that I've kept in there's like 4 big thick bars of chocolate and I've kept them in the fridge for when I go and visit the girls because I'm going to take them there and we're going to share it and have like a tasting session of all the different flavours. So yeah, I'm still having those kind of things. I'm just not having anything like the amounts I used to eat. I'm not drinking wine. I think that's probably helped quite a lot because I wasn't drinking a bottle a night or anything like that, but we could well open a bottle and I would have at least 1 or 2 glasses and they weren't like pub measurement glasses. So I'm not having that. I'm not even buying wine. I'm not really. My husband's got a bar in his log cabin, and I'm not at all like tempted by all the stuff in there. So I've got loads of Pepsi Max cherries in this little fridge, and that's what I have when I go down there. So yeah, I'm not tempted. So I think that's really helped. But I need to, and I think everybody does that's put on weight over years and years needs to realise that losing it is like a lifelong thing, and it's not something you're going to do for a few months and then you've lost the weight and that's it, you can go back to eating normally again. It's not like that. You've just got to have a plan that you can do for the rest of your life. Yeah, and that's how I'm seeing it. Current situation up here at the moment in my hobby room is my little girl Babana over there. It's just been laying there dropping off to sleep, listening to me drone and waffle on to do my video, nestled amongst all my hand knitting, bless her. Hey Babana, he's a good girl. He's a good girl. So I hope you all have a good week. Hopefully I'll have a video out next week. I won't miss another week. And yeah, hopefully, as Shell says, being Feast 57, hopefully you will see less of me next week. Hopefully I will lose a pound. I'm hoping for a pound. I'm not, if I lose more than a pound, I'll be really happy, but I'd be happy with a pound. Yeah, that seems to be like a really nice, I mean, looking at my book, it has been like since August, it looks like £1 a week is my go-to. I've had 1 week where I lost £2 and a week where I lost 4. But other than that, it's like my pound seems to be like the average that works out quite well, apart from the beginning of September when I put on 4, like in 1 week. It was just weird, like really weird. And it's a bit frustrating that it's taken, that was at the beginning of September, and it's taken the month to lose those 4 and go back to what I was at the end of August. But it's come off again, and it was a weird £4 because I couldn't pinpoint what it was. If I'd had tons of food and eaten like a lunatic and had loads of wine, and I would totally have got it, but I didn't. So I was just a bit bloated, and I think it's taken that long for my bloat to reduce down. So have a great week, everyone. I hope you all succeed in what you're doing, whether it's exercising, whether it's getting fit, whether it's trying to do your shoelaces up, whether it's being happy with what you are on the scales, or whether it's just literally getting outside in nature and having a lovely time, having a lovely day, getting up in the morning and getting dressed and going out. Sometimes that is the biggest achievement of a day, is just getting up and getting dressed and going out. Whatever you've achieved this week, I hope that you achieve again next week, and I hope to see less of, well, I hope you see less of me, and I hope to see less of you next week. Bye.